こで決着つけるか。上等だ。てめえら、いい加減にしろや。
Hey everyone, hope you are all doing great. In this video we will be looking at some anime where the main character travels through time. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off at number 10. Summer Storm. This anime premiered in spring 2009, having 2 seasons, totaling 26 episodes, and has only been subbed. The genres are comedy, romance, and supernatural. 13-year-old Yusaka is a boy staying at his grandfather's house during his summer vacation. One day he entered a store and met Arashi, a beautiful 16-year-old girl working there. After trying to protect her from a man who claims to have been hired by her family to take her back by force, Yusaka ran away with her, and now she stays at his grandpa's place with him. It didn't take much time for Yusaka to figure out that his new friend is far from an ordinary girl, as she possesses mysterious powers. The plot thickens when he finds a 60-year-old picture of Arashi and another girl named Kaja, and to the surprise of all, Kaja suddenly appears, and just like Arashi, her appearance hasn't changed at all since then. Next up at number 9 is the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. This anime premiered in spring 2006, having 2 seasons, totaling 28 episodes, and has been dubbed. The genres are comedy, mystery, parody, school, sci-fi, and slice of life. Kyon, your typical high school student, has long given up his belief in the supernatural. However, upon meeting Haruhi Suzumiya, he quickly finds out that it is the supernatural that she is interested in: aliens, time travelers, and espers, among other things. When Haruhi laments about the lack of intriguing clubs around school, Kyon inspires Haruhi to form her own club. As a result, the SOS Brigade is formed, a club which specializes in all that is the supernatural. Much to his chagrin, Kyon, along with the silent bookworm, Yuki Nagato, the shy and timid Mikuru Asahina, and the perpetually smiling Itsuki Kazumi, are recruited as members. The story follows the crazy adventures that these 4 endure under their whimsical leader, Haruhi. At number 8 is Sagrada Reset. This anime premiered in spring 2017, having 1 season, totaling 24 episodes, and has only been subbed. The genres are mystery, superpower, supernatural, and school. Kei lives in the oceanside city of Sakurada town, where the inhabitants are born with strange abilities. On the school rooftop one day, he meets Misara Haruki, an apathetic girl with the power to reset anything around her up to 3 days prior. While no one knows when she has reset, not even Haruki, Kei can retain everything before the reset thanks to his own ability: photographic memory. After they successfully help someone by combining their powers, they join the service club to aid others in their town. However, their club becomes involved with and begins completing missions for the mysterious Administration Bureau, an organization that focuses on managing the abilities in Sakurada and manipulating the town's events for their own ends. Next up at number 7 is the Ambition of Oda Nobuna. This anime premiered in summer 2012, having 1 season, totaling 12 episodes, and has been dubbed. The genres are comedy, historical, and romance. High school student Yoshiharu Sagara wakes up and finds himself in the middle of a raging Sengoku period battle. He is saved by the legendary Hideyoshi Toyotomi, but at the cost of the hero's life. With his dying breath, the warrior pleads for Yoshiharu to become a feudal lord in his place. Now that the course of history has been changed, Yoshiharu pledges to keep the timeline from diverging any further. Yet, after rescuing Nobunaga Oda, whom he discovers is actually the fabled Nobunaga Oda's female counterpart, Yoshiharu realizes he has been transported to an alternate reality where most of Japan's historical warlords are now cute girls. To set things right and find a way back home, Yoshiharu agrees to become one of Nobunaga's retainers and assist her in a conquest of Japan. As Nobunaga initiates her campaign, Yoshiharu discovers that the history he learned from playing the video game Nobunaga's Ambition allows him to predict future events and turn the tide of war. Using this invaluable gift to aid the Oda clan's beautiful generals, Yoshiharu hopes to help his new lord fulfill her dream and win the hearts of women everywhere. Number 6. Hiraduku, The World in Colors. This anime premiered in fall 2018 having one season, totaling 13 episodes, and has only been subbed. The genres are drama, magic, romance, and school. Despite the kaleidoscopic magic ingrained in everyday life, Hitomi Tsukashiro's monochrome world is deprived of emotion and feeling. On a night as black and white as any other, amidst the fireworks spreading across the sky, Hitomi's grandmother Koaku conjures a spell, for which she has been harnessing the moon's light for 60 years, to send Hitomi back in time to the year 2018, when Koaku was in high school. Hitomi's mission seems unclear, but her grandmother assures her that she will know when she gets there. Following a trip through time aboard a train driven by a strange yellow creature, Hitomi finds herself in stoic artist Yuito Aoi's room, and his drawings flood her world with color. Number 5. Nobunaga Concerto. This anime premiered in summer 2014 having one season, totaling 10 episodes, and has only been subbed. The genres are comedy, historical, romance, and shounen. Carefree high school student Saburo finds himself unceremoniously thrown back in time to the Sengoku era, landing directly in front of the legendary General Nobunaga Oda. Nobunaga, on the run from his retainers and wishing to rest due to his frailty, beseeches Saburo to take his place, as the two bear an uncanny resemblance. Although Saburo is still confused by his surroundings, Nobunaga hurriedly provides the boy with the necessary items to prove that he is the bona fide feudal lord and makes a hasty getaway. Now a stand-in for someone he doesn't even know all that much about, though his modern experiences and knowledge are sure to help him, Saburo begins his unexpected quest to pose as the man who attempted to unite all of Japan. At number 4 is Tokyo Revengers. This anime premiered in spring 2021 having one season, and is slated to have 24 episodes, also it has only been subbed so far. The genres are action, drama, school, shounen, and supernatural. Takemichi Hanagaki is a freelancer that's reached the absolute pits of despair in his life. He finds out that the only girlfriend he ever had in his life, that he dated in middle school, Hinata Tachibana, had been killed by the ruthless Tokyo Manji gang. The day after hearing about her death, he's standing on the station platform and ends up being pushed over onto the tracks by a herd of people. He closes his eyes thinking he's about to die, but when he opens his eyes back up, he somehow had gone back in time 12 years. Now that he's back living the best days of his life, Takemichi decides to get revenge on his life by saving his girlfriend and changing himself that he'd been running away from. Number 3. Erased. This anime premiered in winter 2016 having one season, totaling 12 episodes, and has been dubbed. The genres are mystery, psychological, supernatural, and seinen. Satoru Fujinuma is a 29-year-old manga artist struggling to make a name for himself following his debut. But that was not the only thing in his life that Satoru was feeling frustrated about. He has a unique supernatural ability of being forced to prevent deaths and catastrophes by being sent back in time before the incident occurred, repeating time until the accident is prevented. One day, he gets involved in an accident that has him framed as a murderer. Desperate to save the victim, he sends himself back in time, only to find himself as a grade schooler 1 month before fellow classmate Kahyo Hinazuki went missing. Satoru now embarks on a new quest to save Kahyo and solve the mystery behind her disappearance. Number 2. Re:Zero, Starting Life in Another World. This anime premiered in spring 2016 having 2 seasons, totaling 50 episodes, and has been dubbed. The genres are psychological, drama, thriller, and fantasy. When Subaru Natsuki leaves the convenience store, the last thing he expects is to be wrenched from his everyday life and dropped into a fantasy world. Things aren't looking good for the bewildered teenager. However, not long after his arrival, he is attacked by some thugs. Armed with only a bag of groceries and a now useless cell phone, he is quickly beaten to a pulp. Fortunately, a mysterious beauty named Satella, in hot pursuit after the one who stole her insignia, happens upon Subaru and saves him. In order to thank the honest and kind-hearted girl, Subaru offers to help in her search, and later that night, he even finds the whereabouts of that which she seeks. But unbeknownst to them, a much darker force stalks the pair from the shadows, and just minutes after locating the insignia, Subaru and Satella are brutally murdered. However, Subaru immediately reawakens to a familiar scene, confronted by the same group of thugs, meeting Satella all over again, The enigma deepens as history inexplicably repeats itself. Coming in at number 1 is Steins Gate. This anime premiered in spring 2011 having 2 seasons, totaling 47 episodes, and has been dubbed. The genres are sci-fi, psychological, drama, and thriller. The eccentric mad scientist Okabe, his childhood friend Mahuri, and the otaku hacker Daru have banded together to form the Future Gadget Research Laboratory and spend their days in a ramshackle laboratory hanging out and occasionally attempting to invent incredible, yet generally useless futuristic gadgets. However, their claymore is a hydrator and their hairdryer flips breakers, and the only invention that's even remotely interesting is their phone microwave, which transforms bananas into oozing green gel. But when an experiment goes awry, the gang discovers that the phone microwave can also send text messages to the past. And what's more, the words they send can affect the flow of time and have unforeseen, far-reaching consequences. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will be able to see my future videos. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.